Women play psychological games with y'all. If y'all haven't caught on, the psychological games look like, hey, I'm feeling you, then not feeling you. Testing you can also look like, hey, I'm not gonna be free tonight, or I have other plans. And you might just be like, okay, let's just reschedule right away, instead of maybe just saying to her, okay, fine. And I say this because some of these females know what you're gonna do next, right? And so when she starts regretting losing you and she gets into emotions and feelings of like, dang, he's a good guy, it's when she tested you, try to play those psychological games, and it didn't what? Didn't what? Work on you, right? So if you are entertaining it, let's put it like that, if you are showing to her that like, well, I'm committed, or I'm trying, when you don't gotta try. Did you cheat on her? Did you do her wrong? Do you have to win her over? Like, do you have to chase? Ask yourself these questions, right? And I'm asking you that right now. Comment it down below. Why do you play the psychological games? I know a lot of the fellas might actually say, I don't, Wasana. I don't play those games. And I like that. I really do. And I feel like you shouldn't. Also, I see your comments. I be in the comments, and I like to see when you guys say, don't even play these games, just do this. However, if you're dealing with women, you do have to understand, try to avoid it, because if you are dealing with her, the chances are it's going to happen. It's almost not avoidable, only in the sense of if you're still entertaining her, especially when she needs to be cut off, right? Especially if she likes a monkey branch, right? If she has options, she got different guys on her list, her roster list, and you just be like, okay, well, I'm gonna be in her life, but I'm gonna pass all the psychological games and still be an option. And then we know hypergamy is real. Hypergamous women can go ahead and have that now happen with you, and you might feel like you were special or you were in the clear. So now let's just talk more about the regret and why she ends up regretting losing someone like you, because with you, there's no grass greener on the other side. Let me tell y'all, but y'all can tell me, how bad is the dating market? It is pretty bad. Now, I'm just trying to say, like, I don't want y'all to have a mindset of like, oh, all women are the same, or like, no, forget it. Don't be that type of guy. What you can then do is just be like, most women I came across, or I'm not ready to date women right now, or I have high expectation standards. Only because if you do come across a quality woman, a woman of value, a woman that really wants to, and not everybody's into this, but a woman that wants to play her role in a relationship, and I'm only talking more about like gender roles, but it doesn't have to be even that way, and it doesn't have to be in all aspects. I'm just specifying it to more of like, if you're the masculine man, you're the dominant one, and you're leading in certain areas, if not maybe all, but you get what I'm saying, where she can, and not everybody wants to use this word too, submit, be submissive, but it could just be maybe even mutual understanding. My point is having a partner that is suitable for you, right? So in the dating market, it's not as easy or as convenient as many of us would want it to be. My point though now is, why are you still settling for what you have not gotten yet? Why are you settling for a woman that you've been, in a sense, searching, wanting, but still have not met? And yet you're making the woman that you have met be that woman in your head, but she's not physically in real life. That's again where you catch yourself, you get caught up, let me say, and then have her play these games or have you locked in. Now reverse it and walk away type of thing. Treat her like she's another option. She does that to you. Y'all be so scared to do it right back, or even worse. And I'm saying even worse is not in a petty way. It's, if you're wasting my time, you're cut off, right? Right. And y'all, book your consultation if you want me to hear what's going on with you. Now, I love consultations, not only because, shout out to all the people I've been talking to for years, I love y'all. And of course, I'm just happy that you guys have progress going on. I'm happy that you guys have a whole different perception on what you should be doing and how to go about it, and y'all execute. Anyways, a little less about that. But when I book, or when I have these consultations with y'all, it's for me to know your personal situation. Comments, yes, I respond and I be in there helping y'all, but it won't be as personal as you getting on a line with me and I'm there hearing what you're saying, listening to everything, breaking it down, telling you what's next. And I just say this to say is that you get to tell me all the details, but not only that, we come up with a plan that's gonna actually work for you. And when I say work, I'm talking about real progress after you do it, or you get desires met, and not only that, you're actually seeing what is best for you. Sometimes I talk to y'all and y'all might have just, in a sense, lost your word through her. you lost yourself dealing with her, or simply in life, maybe you're not into women, you're focused on somewhere else, something else in life, and that's where you got to really know how to lock in, and that's where I'm going to be here helping you. So book your consultation. We could talk about anything. And again, shout out to everybody that has been booked, people that have talked to. There's a lot of y'all, so just shout out to y'all, especially if you're watching, you've talked to me before. And then lastly, and of course most important, well, not most importantly, but y'all know Patreon. I love being on Patreon. It's exclusive content that doesn't have to be uncut. It's raw, and you can get it for free. And I get to go into details about what women want, how to touch her right, how to get her wet, how to do a lot of stuff, right? And I love it there because, you know, it's very much, you get to see really more of my personality. And also, again, the part of just not having to watch what I say a little bit, or I could just be so straightforward. My point is that it is exclusive and explicit content, and you can get it by being a free member on Patreon or becoming a YouTube member. The choice is yours, but if you are on YouTube, you can just stay on there, but it won't be free. So I would advise y'all to go on Patreon, and there's a community that you can join. So just don't miss out on the perks. And I do have 2 Patrons. One is more for women wanting this sorts of stuff, what men can do to up their game, the bedroom, all sorts of stuff like that. And it's still behind the scenes, a little bit of other stuff. But my second Patreon is my personal life. It's really knowing more about Bossana. If you feel me, you feel me. You get me, you get me. Okay, so links are down below. Now let's go back to this video of her regretting losing you. There's always gonna be other things that are attached to her regretting losing you. So other things are like, if you boss up, if you upgrade yourself, if you become that guy that has many options. Like, this is what I could have started off the video with, but I have plenty of videos breaking this down and saying it in the beginning already. So I'm just concluding it with this because what I already explained is still just as important, and for some it's going to be even more important that you are not failing these tests that she gives you, and she's understanding, don't try to run game with a man like him, a man like you. And this is just so crucial because women can be intimidated by you in a good way. A lot of times when I talk to people on consultations, I always clarify that we're not talking about scarcity in a negative, toxic way where it's like, she's afraid, she does not want to come back around you. We're talking about scarcity of, okay, this guy, like, I feel not only secured, so act right, because if I act out of line, I lose my position in his life. You're following the wordplay? That part, but not just that, scarcity in a way of, this is something good with this guy. Don't lose it, but also understand, appreciate him, right? If she now can check herself, obviously we know accountability needs to come to place and sorts of stuff, throw away the entitlement, know your place type of stuff. So if she can do that, she understands it's so worth it to do that with you because you're worth it. And it's just that simple. Know all of these little games, all of these psychological things that she feels like is necessary or does, or learn from somebody else, or is carrying it on, or she hasn't healed and she's now putting it on to you. We don't want that, right? So just don't entertain it. Don't be afraid to step back, and don't think scarcity needs to be a bad thing. It can work in your favor, okay? I love y'all. Take care of yourselves. Don't forget to go ahead and join the community on Patreon and check out the other links. And I didn't say in the other times in this video, but there's things that you can check out on my website as well that could help you, right? No contact guide and journal is still available and on sale, so check it out. Bye, y'all.